question, science when one explores all logic and science and history and philosophy and everything ever known and one still can't find the answer, then the illogical becomes logical and must also be explored. The illogical frontier, when logic, science, history, and philosophy exhaust their explanations. Abstract. In the pursuit of knowledge, humanity has relied on the structured frameworks of logic, science, history, and philosophy. These disciplines have been foundational in constructing our understanding of the universe. Yet, there exists a threshold where these pillars of rationality fail to provide answers. This manuscript explores the concept that when all logical avenues are exhausted, the illogical, seemingly irrational perspectives must also be considered as potentially holding the keys to understanding. By examining historical precedents, contemporary scientific anomalies, and philosophical paradoxes, we aim to demonstrate the value of an open-minded approach to the illogical. Introduction. Humanity's quest for knowledge has been relentless, with science, history, philosophy, and logic serving as our guiding beacons. These domains have provided robust frameworks for understanding phenomena, predicting outcomes, and constructing meaning from our experiences. However, as we delve deeper into the mysteries of existence, we sometimes encounter questions that elude the grasp of these traditional methodologies. This paper posits that in such scenarios, embracing the illogical is not only necessary but potentially fruitful. The journey of intellectual exploration is a testament to humanity's insatiable curiosity and relentless pursuit of truth. From the early days of philosophical musings in ancient Greece to the modern era of quantum mechanics and artificial intelligence, our understanding of the universe has continually evolved. Yet, despite the vast strides made in various fields of knowledge, there remain questions that seem impervious to logical explanation. These questions often lie at the intersection of science, history, philosophy, and logic, domains that have traditionally been our primary tools for unraveling the mysteries of existence. When these conventional avenues of inquiry fail to provide satisfactory answers, it may seem that we have reached an impasse. However, this paper argues that such moments of apparent deadlock should not be seen as endpoints but as invitations to expand our horizons and explore alternative approaches. By considering perspectives that might initially appear illogical or irrational, we can push the boundaries of our understanding and potentially discover new insights that elude conventional methodologies. The foundations of knowledge. Science. Science is predicated on empirical evidence and reproducibility. It seeks to understand the natural world through observation, experimentation, and the formulation of theories. Despite its successes, science encounters limitations when faced with phenomena that defy empirical analysis or where variables are too numerous or subtle to control. Science has been one of the most powerful tools in humanity's intellectual arsenal. Its methodical approach, grounded in empirical evidence and reproducibility, has led to numerous breakthroughs and advancements. From the laws of motion articulated by Sir Isaac Newton to the theory of evolution proposed by Charles Darwin, science has provided frameworks for understanding the natural world in ways that are both profound and practical. However, despite its successes, science is not without its limitations. One of the fundamental challenges in science is dealing with phenomena that are difficult or impossible to observe directly. For instance, the concept of dark matter and dark energy, which together are thought to constitute about 95% of the universe, remains elusive. Despite numerous theories and indirect evidence suggesting their existence, scientists have yet to directly detect these mysterious substances. This limitation underscores a broader issue in science, the reliance on empirical evidence. When empirical data is scarce or non-existent, science struggles to provide concrete answers. Moreover, science often faces challenges when dealing with complex systems where variables are too numerous or subtle to control. Climate change, for example, involves a vast array of interacting components, from atmospheric chemistry to ocean currents to human activities. While scientists have developed sophisticated models to predict climate patterns, these models are inherently limited by the complexity and variability of the system they aim to describe. Such limitations highlight the need for complementary approaches that can address the gaps left by empirical science. History. History attempts to make sense of human events through a chronological narrative based on available records. While it provides context and understanding of past human behaviors and societal trends, it is inherently limited by the availability and interpretation of sources, as well as the biases of historians. History serves as a repository of human experience, offering insights into how societies have evolved over time. By examining past events, historians aim to construct narratives that explain why things happened the way they did and how past events have shaped the present. However, the practice of history is fraught with challenges that limit its ability to provide definitive answers. One major limitation is the availability and reliability of sources. Historical records are often incomplete, biased, or lost to time. For instance, much of what we know about ancient civilizations like the Mayans or the Indus Valley comes from archaeological findings and the interpretation of scarce written records. These sources provide valuable information but also leave significant gaps in our understanding. The biases of historians further complicate matters. Every historian brings their own perspective to the interpretation of events, which can color their narratives and conclusions. Another challenge in history is the difficulty of establishing causality. While historians can identify correlations between events, proving direct cause and effect relationships is often problematic. For example, historians debate the causes of the fall of the Roman Empire, with theories ranging from economic decline to military defeats to internal corruption. Each theory offers a plausible explanation, but the true cause is likely a combination of many factors, making it difficult to pinpoint a single definitive answer. Philosophy. Philosophy engages in the critical analysis of fundamental questions concerning existence, knowledge, values, reason, and language. Philosophical inquiry often stretches beyond empirical evidence, but it remains grounded in logical reasoning and dialectical methods. Philosophy has long been a cornerstone of intellectual inquiry, addressing questions that lie beyond the reach of empirical science. It encompasses a wide range of subfields, from metaphysics and epistemology to ethics and political philosophy. Through rigorous analysis and argumentation, philosophers seek to clarify concepts, explore the nature of reality, and provide frameworks for understanding the human condition. One of the strengths of philosophy is its ability to tackle questions that empirical methods cannot easily address. For example, questions about the nature of consciousness, the existence of free will, and the foundations of moral values are central to philosophical inquiry. While science can provide insights into the brain's functioning and human behavior, it struggles to address the subjective and normative aspects of these questions. Philosophy, with its emphasis on conceptual clarity and logical reasoning, offers tools for exploring these complex issues. However, philosophy also has its limitations. Philosophical arguments often rely on abstract reasoning and thought experiments, which can sometimes lead to conclusions that seem disconnected from practical reality. Additionally, philosophical debates are often characterized by a lack of consensus. Different philosophical schools of thought, such as realism and anti-realism in metaphysics or consequentialism and deontology in ethics, offer competing theories that can be difficult to reconcile. This diversity of perspectives can enrich the discourse but also makes it challenging to arrive at definitive answers. Logic. Logic is the framework that underpins rational thought. It is concerned with the principles of valid inference and demonstration. Logic, however, can become restrictive when it encounters paradoxes or problems that lie beyond the realm of rational coherence. Logic serves as the foundation for rational thought and argumentation. By establishing rules for valid inference and demonstration, logic provides a framework for evaluating the soundness of arguments and ensuring coherence in our reasoning. From classical logic, with its emphasis on clear, unambiguous propositions, to more recent developments in modal and fuzzy logic, this discipline has been instrumental in advancing our understanding of reasoning and decision-making. However, logic also faces its own set of challenges. One of the most well-known issues in logic is the existence of paradoxes, statements that defy logical consistency. The liar paradox, for instance, involves a sentence that declares itself to be false, creating a contradiction. Such paradoxes highlight the limitations of classical logic and have spurred the development of alternative logical systems that attempt to address these inconsistencies. Another challenge for logic is its applicability to real-world problems. While logical principles are essential for rigorous reasoning, real-world situations often involve complexities and ambiguities that defy straightforward logical analysis. For example, legal reasoning and ethical decision-making frequently involve balancing conflicting principles and navigating uncertainty. In such contexts, strict adherence to formal logic may be insufficient, and more flexible, context-sensitive approaches are needed. The threshold of the unexplainable. There are moments in the journey of exploration when all logical, scientific, historical, and philosophical tools fail to yield answers. Such moments are characterized by paradoxes, situations that defy logical consistency, such as quantum superposition in physics. Paradoxes are situations or statements that, despite seemingly valid reasoning, lead to conclusions that defy logic or common sense. They challenge our understanding of coherence and force us to reconsider the principles that underpin our reasoning. One of the most famous paradoxes in philosophy is the liar paradox, which involves a sentence that states, "This statement is false." If the statement is true, then it must be false, but if it is false, then it must be true. This self-referential paradox highlights the limitations of classical logic in dealing with certain types of statements. In the realm of physics, quantum mechanics presents paradoxes that challenge our conventional understanding of reality. The principle of superposition, for instance, posits that particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously until they are observed. This notion, exemplified by Schrödinger's cat thought experiment, where a cat is both alive and dead until observed, defies classical logic and intuition. Quantum entanglement, where particles become instantaneously connected regardless of distance, further complicates our understanding of causality and locality. These paradoxes have led to the development of new frameworks, such as quantum logic, which attempt to accommodate the peculiarities of quantum phenomena. Metaphysical questions. Enigmas about existence and consciousness that transcend empirical measurement. Metaphysical questions delve into the nature of reality, existence, and consciousness, areas that often lie beyond the reach of empirical science. These questions include inquiries about the nature of being, ontology, the structure of reality, metaphysics, and the fundamental nature of consciousness, philosophy of mind. While science can provide insights into the physical aspects of these phenomena, it often falls short of addressing their deeper, more abstract dimensions. For example, the question of why there is something rather than nothing is a classic metaphysical inquiry. It challenges us to consider the origins and nature of existence itself, a question that science can approach through theories like the Big Bang but cannot fully answer. Similarly, the nature of consciousness, what it means to be aware and to experience subjective phenomena, remains a profound mystery. Despite advances in neuroscience that elucidate the brain's workings, the qualitative aspects of consciousness, known as the hard problem of consciousness, continue to elude scientific explanation. Metaphysical questions often require us to think beyond empirical evidence and consider broader, more abstract frameworks. They invite us to explore concepts that transcend the material world and challenge the boundaries of our understanding. While these questions may never yield definitive answers, they play a crucial role in expanding our intellectual horizons and deepening our appreciation of the mysteries of existence. Anomalous experiences. Phenomena that are repeatedly observed but cannot be explained by current scientific understanding, like certain aspects of human cognition or unexplained historical events. Anomalous experiences are events or phenomena that defy explanation within the current framework of scientific understanding. These experiences can include a wide range of occurrences, from unusual cognitive phenomena to unexplained historical events. While they are often dismissed as outliers or anomalies, they can provide valuable insights and challenge us to reconsider the limitations of our existing knowledge. One area where anomalous experiences are particularly relevant is in the study of human cognition. For example, near-death experiences, NDEs, are reported by individuals who have come close to death and describe vivid, often life-altering visions and sensations. These experiences include perceptions of leaving the body, encountering a bright light, and meeting deceased loved ones. While some researchers attribute NDEs to physiological processes in the brain, others argue that they provide evidence of consciousness beyond the physical body. The debate over NDEs highlights the challenges of understanding subjective experiences and the limitations of a purely materialistic view of consciousness. Unexplained historical events also present intriguing cases of anomalous experiences. For instance, the construction of ancient monuments like the Great Pyramid of Giza and Stonehenge continues to puzzle historians and archaeologists. Despite extensive research, the methods and technologies used to create these structures remain unclear. These historical anomalies challenge our understanding of ancient civilizations and suggest that there may be aspects of their knowledge and capabilities that we have yet to uncover. Anomalous experiences invite us to remain open-minded and consider alternative explanations that may lie outside the boundaries of conventional science. By investigating these phenomena with rigor and curiosity, we can push the limits of our understanding and uncover new dimensions of reality. Embracing the illogical. When confronted with the unexplainable, the instinct might be to dismiss it. However, the illogical may hold insights that are simply not accessible through conventional means. Exploring the illogical involves openness to alternative frameworks. Being willing to entertain and rigorously test ideas that fall outside traditional paradigms. Openness to alternative frameworks requires a willingness to entertain ideas and perspectives that may initially seem unconventional or illogical. This approach encourages us to step outside the boundaries of established knowledge and consider new ways of thinking that might provide fresh insights. By remaining open-minded, we can explore the full range of possibilities and avoid prematurely dismissing ideas that could lead to breakthroughs. One way to foster openness to alternative frameworks is through interdisciplinary research. By integrating insights from multiple fields, we can develop a more comprehensive understanding of complex phenomena. For example, the study of consciousness benefits from the combined efforts of neuroscientists, psychologists, philosophers, and even spiritual practitioners. Each discipline brings its own methodologies and perspectives, which can help illuminate different aspects of the problem and lead to a more nuanced understanding. Another approach is to engage with fringe or pseudoscientific ideas with a critical but open mind. While many such ideas may ultimately be disproven, some may contain kernels of truth that can inspire new lines of inquiry. For instance, early alchemy, while largely discredited as a precursor to modern chemistry, contained valuable insights into the nature of matter and transformation. By rigorously testing and evaluating alternative ideas, we can separate the useful from the spurious and expand the boundaries of our knowledge. Interdisciplinary approaches. Combining insights from various fields, including those considered fringe or pseudoscientific, to build a more comprehensive understanding. Interdisciplinary approaches are crucial for addressing complex problems that lie at the intersection of multiple fields. By combining insights from various disciplines, we can develop more holistic and comprehensive explanations that transcend the limitations of any single field. This approach encourages collaboration, cross-pollination of ideas, and the integration of diverse methodologies. For example, the study of climate change involves contributions from climatologists, ecologists, economists, sociologists, and political scientists. Each discipline provides unique insights into different aspects of the problem, from the physical processes driving climate change to its social and economic impacts. By integrating these perspectives, researchers can develop more effective strategies for mitigating and adapting to climate change. Interdisciplinary approaches also encourage the exploration of unconventional ideas that might be dismissed within a single field. For instance, the study of parapsychology, which investigates phenomena like telepathy and psychokinesis, often intersects with psychology, neuroscience, and physics. While parapsychology remains controversial, interdisciplinary research can help assess its claims more rigorously and potentially uncover new insights into human cognition and perception. Creative thinking. Engaging in thought experiments and imaginative scenarios that defy logical constraints. Creative thinking is essential for exploring the illogical and expanding the boundaries of our understanding. By engaging in thought experiments and imaginative scenarios, we can challenge conventional wisdom, explore alternative possibilities, and generate new ideas that might not be immediately accessible through traditional methods. Thought experiments have a long history in philosophy and science. For example, Albert Einstein's thought experiments on relativity, such as imagining traveling alongside a beam of light, were instrumental in developing his theories of special and general relativity. These imaginative exercises allowed Einstein to explore the implications of his ideas in ways that were not possible through direct experimentation alone. In philosophy, thought experiments are often used to probe ethical dilemmas and conceptual questions. The trolley problem, a thought experiment in ethics, challenges individuals to consider the moral implications of making decisions that affect the lives of others. By engaging with such scenarios, philosophers can explore the nuances of ethical theories and clarify their implications. Creative thinking also involves embracing ambiguity and uncertainty. When exploring the illogical, we must be willing to entertain ideas that lack clear empirical support or logical consistency. This openness to uncertainty can lead to innovative approaches and unexpected discoveries. For instance, the development of surrealist art and literature, which intentionally defies conventional logic and coherence, has inspired new ways of understanding the human psyche and creativity. Case studies. Quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics challenges classical notions of reality with its principles of superposition and entanglement. These concepts were initially deemed illogical but have become fundamental to modern physics. Quantum mechanics is a prime example of how embracing the illogical can lead to revolutionary breakthroughs in our understanding of reality. When physicists first encountered the strange behavior of particles at the quantum level, many of the principles they observed seemed to defy classical logic and intuition. However, by exploring these illogical phenomena, scientists were able to develop a new framework that has profoundly transformed our understanding of the universe. One of the central principles of quantum mechanics is superposition, which posits that particles can exist in multiple states simultaneously until they are observed. This concept is exemplified by Schrödinger's cat thought experiment, where a cat is both alive and dead until an observer opens the box and collapses the superposition into a single state. While this idea seems illogical from a classical perspective, it is a fundamental aspect of quantum theory and has been confirmed through numerous experiments. Quantum entanglement is another phenomenon that challenges classical notions of reality. When two particles become entangled, their states become instantaneously correlated, regardless of the distance separating them. This spooky action at a distance, as Einstein famously described it, defies the classical understanding of locality and causality. Despite its counterintuitive nature, entanglement has been experimentally verified and has led to practical applications, such as quantum computing and cryptography. The development of quantum mechanics demonstrates the value of exploring illogical ideas. By embracing phenomena that initially seemed absurd or impossible, physicists were able to uncover deeper truths about the nature of reality and develop a new theoretical framework that has far-reaching implications for science and technology. Mystical experiences. Mystical and near-death experiences, often dismissed as purely subjective or illogical, have led to profound inquiries into the nature of consciousness and reality, inspiring new fields of study in psychology and neuroscience. Mystical experiences, including near-death experiences, NDEs, and other forms of altered consciousness, have long been dismissed by mainstream science as purely subjective or illogical. However, these experiences provide valuable insights into the nature of consciousness and reality, challenging us to reconsider the boundaries of our understanding. Near-death experiences are reported by individuals who have come close to death and describe vivid, often life-altering visions and sensations. Common elements of NDEs include feelings of peace, encounters with deceased loved ones, and perceptions of leaving the body. While some researchers attribute these experiences to physiological processes in the brain, others argue that they provide evidence of consciousness beyond the physical body. The study of NDEs has led to the development of new fields of research in psychology and neuroscience. Researchers investigate the neurobiological mechanisms underlying these experiences, exploring how brain activity correlates with subjective reports. Additionally, some studies examine the long-term psychological and spiritual impacts of NDEs, shedding light on how these experiences can lead to profound personal transformation. Mystical experiences also challenge the materialistic view of consciousness that dominates mainstream science. By exploring these experiences with an open mind, researchers can gain new insights into the nature of consciousness and the potential for transcendent experiences. This approach encourages a more holistic understanding of the mind and its capacities, integrating insights from psychology, neuroscience, and spiritual traditions. Historical anomalies. Events in history, such as the Antikythera mechanism or the construction of ancient monuments, present anomalies that challenge our understanding of technological development and historical timelines. Historical anomalies are events or artifacts that challenge our understanding of technological development and historical timelines. These anomalies often defy conventional explanations and invite us to reconsider the capabilities and knowledge of ancient civilizations. The Antikythera mechanism, an ancient Greek device discovered in a shipwreck, is one such anomaly. Dating back to the 2nd century BCE, this intricate mechanism consists of a complex system of gears and was used to predict astronomical positions and eclipses. The sophistication of the Antikythera mechanism challenges our understanding of ancient technology, suggesting that the Greeks possessed advanced knowledge and craftsmanship that were not fully appreciated by historians. The construction of ancient monuments, such as the Great Pyramid of Giza and Stonehenge, also presents intriguing historical anomalies. These structures were built with remarkable precision and alignment, yet the methods and technologies used to construct them remain unclear. The Great Pyramid, for instance, consists of over 2 million limestone blocks, each weighing several tons. The logistical and engineering challenges of quarrying, transporting, and assembling these blocks continue to puzzle researchers. Stonehenge, with its massive standing stones arranged in a circular formation, raises similar questions. The origins and purpose of Stonehenge have been the subject of much speculation, with theories ranging from astronomical observatory to religious site. Despite extensive research, the methods used to transport and erect the stones, some of which weigh over 25 tons, remain uncertain. These historical anomalies challenge our assumptions about the technological and intellectual capabilities of ancient civilizations. By investigating these anomalies with an open mind, we can gain a deeper appreciation of the ingenuity and knowledge of our ancestors. This approach encourages us to question conventional historical narratives and explore alternative explanations that may shed light on the true nature of these remarkable achievements. Conclusion. In the face of the inexplicable, the illogical becomes a domain ripe for exploration. While it may seem counterintuitive, embracing the illogical can lead to breakthroughs that enrich our understanding of the universe. It requires a balance of skepticism and openness, a willingness to question the very foundations of our knowledge, and an acknowledgement that our current frameworks, though powerful, are not infallible. By exploring the illogical with the same rigor and curiosity as we do the logical, we expand the boundaries of human understanding, pushing the frontier of knowledge into new and uncharted territories. This approach encourages us to remain open-minded, integrate insights from diverse fields, and engage in creative thinking that challenges conventional wisdom. In doing so, we can uncover new dimensions of reality and deepen our appreciation of the mysteries that continue to elude our grasp. References: Kuhn, T.S., 1962. The Structure of Scientific Revolutions. University of Chicago Press. Hawking, S., 1988. A Brief History of Time. Bantam Books. Foucault, M., 1969. The Archaeology of Knowledge. Routledge. Penrose, R., 1989. The Emperor's New Mind. Oxford University Press. Acknowledgements. The author wishes to acknowledge the contributions of interdisciplinary researchers and thinkers who challenge the status quo, opening new avenues for exploration in the realms of the illogical. Their willingness to entertain unconventional ideas and explore the boundaries of knowledge inspires us to push beyond the limitations of our current understanding and embrace the full spectrum of human inquiry.